Hi everyone, we are The Soul and we are from Sri Lanka and we are at Maed in India with Maed and we're going to play some songs for you all. The first song is called Dance Awake and it's about the colonizers who came and destroyed our jungles. So we try to capture the terribleness and also the beauty of our island, trying to keep things light. My anger down a drain, engulfed the we subsided as they train, puppeting a master fearing pain. Come, burro, si signoro, now red bleeds my anger once again. Up your mouth and preach, killing mothers, watching children's dreams, faking lovers, making others scream, twisting wrists until it snaps the seat. Dance awake before the sun. That we must take into woven baskets they collect. Surrounded by what I believe's the best I've seen. All my words they falls, one splitting into hundreds flowing down the stream. I held a flashing fish, crisscrossing to fresh water pools, a lot of dreams. Pull up and drink your belly full. There's plenty for every catching breath. Mama won't notice if one's gone. And chewy Dambangana pada seti pegang tu sama maki mahufkan kita. Surrounded by hundreds of mouths, they tickle me. All my words, they fail to comprehend, will undersell the place I've been. A butterfly did well to kiss you how I like the best repeatedly. Oh, where on it are we? Oh, where on it are we?
So I'm so excited. We have reggae, dub, rock band from Sri Lanka called The Soul here on Made in India.
Best band, best band, best band, best band.
I just want, so everyone can recognize who you are and your voices, can you each introduce yourselves? We'll start with you.
Hello, I'm Dave, and this is how I speak normally. Hi.
Hi, it's Kazim, band leader, self-appointed leader.
Hi, this is Uindo. I'm sick.
Hi, I'm the uncle.
I'll speak normally. I'm Sarani.
Literally the only one who was like normal. So actually, this is not the first time we're meeting. The last time we met was 2019. I had actually interviewed you then at N87 Weekender. And I was just thinking, this is all, pre-pandemic that we met, and a lot has happened since then. Sri Lanka's been through a lot. I mean, there was an economic crisis, then your resident, Rajapaksa, just bounced.
Yeah.
And then financial debt. I mean, it's been through a lot. How are you guys doing?
I mean, we could say a lot, but we risk not living when we get back to Sri Lanka. So
Are you
we're
serious?
going to say that things are amazing. We were not on the streets and we were not part of the revolution. We love everything that's going on in Sri Lanka. Hooray. Crisis. Crisis just makes us stronger. So we kind of accepted it, We wanted it so badly. Like, tank the economy. We're going to build it back up,
I love the way in which you toe the line in this very moment. It's so good. But it did sound really rough. I mean, is it any better now than it was before? Or do you feel like it's getting worse, or is it even getting slightly better? I don't know.
Sri Lanka is really good at covering up things. And they make everything comfortable temporarily so that we get lost again. And they can start playing their games all over again.
Wow.
So we are pretty comfortable if you think of it like that. I mean, of course, there's all the inflation and da-da-da. But life is somewhat back to normal
Oh.
on the outside, of course, but because life has to go on, right?
On the inside, your soul's being crushed.
Yes.
Very slowly.
We just can't buy our favorite things anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's all expensive. Yeah.
everything?
Like the potato cracker that I really like, that was about 50 to 60 rupees, it went to like 230 and now it's back to 160, 170. The soy mince that I really liked was at about 50 rupees. Now it's like 150 rupees. So we just don't eat as much anymore. Like the fat guy's like, I don't eat it all.
Anton, my soy keema is very expensive. But that is also, I mean, this is the troubling thing. It's so strange when you talk about, I've had these conversations with so many friends of mine, not just in India, but even outside. Like when you really have to understand how inflation, because these words and these terms like economic crisis and the country is in financial debt. Like, how does it affect me as an individual? It's like, how does it affect me as a mother? How does it affect me as a student? How does it affect me as a musician? I mean, I know that we're kind of being silly about it, but it really does hurt. Like, you're just like, I can't live my life comfortably. Isn't that like frustrating, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it is like that, but still we are lucky. Still we are at least having 2 meals a day. And in most cases, I should be having 1 meal a day, but at least we get some chance. But there are so many people in our country who just can't even do that anymore. Like they just eat rice and 1 curry. Even people I know who are close to me, they just can't afford to have like a plate of rice with 2 or 3 curries anymore. It's so the situation is worse off for the people who are obviously in a lower income bracket. So that's where the real issue is, Somehow we're getting by. The difference in our income bracket, there is no more savings anymore. We can't do all the things that we'd like to do. Traveling has reduced because petrol prices are also high. So there are things that you just have to sacrifice in general, but our basic needs are somewhat intact.
Yeah.
But there are some people where the basic needs are all over the place, it's not there anymore. And
Yeah,
it's
it used to be limited to like the cities,
Oh,
but
yeah.
now it's kind of bled a little into the villages too. So usually the villagers are pretty
Sufficient and they're
yeah.
able to survive
Yeah,
regardless.
the cities are the ones that were mostly hit.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it's
Affecting
yes, all
literally
of us. Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
And especially when it comes to even like medical supplies also. So if you are unhealthy now or you have to go to trips to the hospital, you just can't do that anymore. So you have a
Jeez.
bunch of people in our country who are just sitting at home and suffering, and it's a real thing. Like it's something that we don't even know when the solution will be in place, but we're hoping this stuff changes, you know.
Yeah. Even for me, this whole thing began of like, and why the soul are on Made in India. It said we are neighbors. And I know that like there is so much around the politics between our nations. And I mean, technically, what is it that like Sri Lanka owe China like 7 billion and India 1 billion or something like that? And it's like ridiculous because like for me, we don't feel these things. We just think of each other as like, oh, you're right next door and we're so similar. And I'm also South Indian, so we have even more similarity. For me, my journey to fangirl over the soul was Lucky Child and Optical Illusion from your first album, Round and Around, which I absolutely loved, and I still do, and I still listen to it. And I know it was your debut album and it came out in 2018?
Yeah.
And it was still like, I mean, for me, I love that album and I'm still in love with it. And it was also something that I feel, and I'm going to sound super cheesy, but it felt like literally your soul was like captured on that album. Did it feel like that when you first made it?
Actually, yeah, a lot of those songs are also catharsis, and everybody is part of that album in a sense, the struggle and what everybody was going through. And a lot of our friends' struggle and the country's struggle was also part of that album. So I guess it was there, and that was at that time a bit of our soul. Is our music changing? I don't think so. We still write sad songs. But I guess they are more mature sad songs. You know?
I have to say, the album that came after that, which was
On repeat.
yeah, On Repeat,
Yeah.
which my gosh,
Tis.
I love it. You'll have to read the title at some point. But On Repeat was, if it's even possible, so sad as an album. Like it got even sadder, and I'm like, wow, these guys are like really sad about stuff. So because I felt like Round and Around had, even though it was very emotional and philosophical in points and sort of really pointing a mirror at what was going on and how you guys felt, it still had like this really, there was an energy, like an upbeat energy, like we're going to get past this somehow, like, or we're going to show people. And there was like a fire. But I feel like in On Repeat, super, super sad.
Like there's no way out.
Like, yeah, there's no way out. We're trapped. This feels like the end. I was like, wow, this is a really sad album. Was it sadder for you guys? I don't know. I felt very sad for me.
Quite happy making it.
It was more of an emotional recording, though. That
Was it?
Yeah, because we recorded it in a different way than we did the first album. This one we were all like together, and we were all like
The
really
process, the
the
process.
process
We recorded it in like a tiny space, like live all together.
in like small rooms, and all we have is each other to feed off of, and because the music is also in that kind of topic, you just
Yeah.
become sad and you fall into each other and play.
It feels very intimate.
Yeah, it was. If you hear us play those songs live, it's completely different energy, and we're a little bit more, out there with it. But because we don't have a live audience, and it was just us, and we just made the album a little bit more
Just all
intimate.
made each other sadder.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some songs that we just did one take and we were done because we didn't have the energy or the
yeah.
mindset to continue because we had gone so much into the meaning of the song while performing.
That is really sad. Oh my gosh. So, you know what? In China, and I think for me, Our Neighbors as like a concept with Made in India was a chance for me to explore so many things. And as I started interviewing more people from the space, the Sri Lanka indie music scene, there were things about Sri Lanka that I also discovered, which was that whole thing of that Sri Lanka is near the lowest gravitational point on planet Earth?
It's up for debate, though.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a conspiracy. If you want to get into it, for about
I
half an
would-
hour, I'll get into it.
That sounds great. I have loads of time. You guys might not. I have time. It's called the Indian Ocean Geoid Low.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Does
Because
it mean
the Earth is kind of like, if you drain out all the water from the Earth, it kind of looks like a cashew nut. Yeah, like because
Oh.
when you take out all the water, if you take all the trenches and things like that, there's a little bit of a cashew nut kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So there are 2 points where on the gravitational map it's dark blue. So Sri Lanka is completely covered in dark blue, and it's also the south of India. Kerala is also covered in dark blue, that same patch. And then there's a dark blue patch on the Himalayas as well, on top. So, but some people, the conspiracy, the nutters, say that it's actually reversed and the gravitational pull is more. That's why we have so many gems and so much pressure. But the large public shouldn't know that because 25% of our landmass is full of gems. But that's a conspiracy, though. It's not real. Nothing's proven.
I know you're saying that, but then I feel like in your heart you think it's real.
I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore. Can you see? I don't know what's real.
But yeah, that sounds super weird. But I don't know how that would affect us as humans.
No idea.
If gravitational point was really low,
We're more
are we
relaxed.
more chill, slightly
We
raised
like to
above the
surf and
ground,
eat food,
float.
eat a lot of food.
Is that why I feel fatter in India? Because I'm just more gravity. I just feel like, oh, hey, look at how thin I am. I can jump more.
I do feel heavy.
Fatter in India. So, one of the things I realized is that for me right now, I know so much about the band because I've interviewed you guys before, but I do want to introduce everyone, who listens to Made in India to the soul. And so I wanted to first understand a little bit around how you guys actually got together as a band.
Actually, none of us are founding members. This band was a 3-piece.
Who was
But
this
then there's a-
three-person band that we don't know?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of
Backstory.
backstory history.
It started off as a 3-piece, and then I moved to Sri Lanka, and I went to watch this 3-piece band, and then there was a girl who was singing. Then she had to leave. Then those boys got me into the band, and then somehow we were playing outside by the bar, and Kasim was playing in another acoustic
I
setup.
played many years before he joined the band for a short period of time.
Yeah.
That also has to be said.
Yeah, all right. And then Kasim was playing in the lobby. We were playing in the bar outside, and then we used to meet. And then somehow one dude had to leave the country for a while. Then Kasim was kind of replacing him for a bit,
Yeah.
and we never let Kasim go. And then we tried to become a full band.
No, I only said okay if they were going to do original music. So I actually quit.
So it was a threat.
Yeah. I was like, I'll only
You're
come
like,
back.
this is how I demand everything in the band. You people like serve biryani. Be like, no, I'll leave the band.
If it's not an original biryani.
Leave the band. That's his threat for anything.
Then Uvindu joined as the bassist because we were really looking at one. And then there was another 2 drummers that played until Divanka fell into the equation. But before that, Sarani joined. And we were looking for another guitarist to complement Kasim adequately.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
Uvindu and Sarani, you're brothers.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So Vindu joined first.
Yeah. But he asked me like a year before I joined. He was like, do you want to join our band? I was like, okay, I'll come and play. And then I was waiting for a year. No one asked me anything.
1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we
and
thought-
after like a year, they were like, hey, are you still up for playing? I was like,
I was up for playing like 1 year ago, bro.
I kept asking them, and they were like too afraid to ask him
Yeah.
for some reason.
I don't know.
Yeah, we thought Sarani is like too cool for us.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
why.
thought he's
Uvindu,
like a
do you
cool
think
guy.
Sarani is too cool?
He is, but
Then we found out he's
Wait,
just
who's
as dumb
older?
as us.
Who's older?
he's older.
Oh, Sarani. Oh, yeah. The older ones are cooler. I'm older. I get you. We are cooler.
And yeah, we are all like young kids who are like, no, he's too cool for us. He would like our dumb band. But then, honestly,
No,
he's
honestly,
like-
I wouldn't
us
have
because
joined
he's
if they
cool.
weren't playing original music. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems to be like a
I don't
resounding
like playing
threat.
covers. Yeah.
No.
I get it. Have you met Maed in India? Like the one rule is no covers allowed. Like as an indie artist, you can't even cover another indie artist. No covers.
Well
But
done,
yeah.
well done. There was a point though in our life we were going to break, we were going to split because it got to a point where we were becoming a really popular cover band and we were filling up spaces and things like that and it just felt so empty and we were just fighting inside as a band, and then we all decided that if we don't play originals, that half of us are going to leave. So there were some people in the band who wanted to play covers, and they automatically just left, and the people that wanted to do originals stayed back, and we all kind of just went home one day and came back to a practice session with like original music, you know.
So this is when the whole change was taking place within the band, where everyone was figuring out what they wanted to do with music.
Yeah.
Whether they wanted to be like popular cover musicians and make a lot of money, or be broke and make original music.
Yeah, it's more fun being broke and making original music, you know.
Yeah. You feel so much more fulfilled. Just your soul feels fulfilled.
But
Get it? Yeah. So, you know what? Talking about music, what's the second song you're going to play for me today?
We are going to play Lightbringer.
Good one,
I'm
Dave.
very good at dumb drums.
So this song is going to be part of our our first EP. Our third, we have two albums out. Third release technically. We grouped a bunch of 5 songs together because we wrote a series of music that was fictional and is part of a dystopian future.
Yeah.
Kind of seems pretty real right now, but it's a dystopian future that deals with an artificial intelligence that has taken over the world. And it's running the show with like cyborg people and elite people who are like plugged into this system and just ruining the planet. But there are a bunch of free people that gets a hero called Lightbringer who releases an electromagnetic pulse at will. And when he does that, all the electronics just die. And then in that way, the artificial intelligence cannot survive. So he's like the shining light.
The Lightbringer.
Yeah.
But this sounds also insane. What you guys have thought of? Is this all mainly you, Dave? Like
No,
when
all
you
of
come
us
to the
are.
band saying, so I have this idea.
No, that's exactly what he did.
This is what happened.
That's exactly what he did.
Everyone fell asleep. No.
So when I play the music, is Dave still talking? And I'm like, and then her mother talked to the sister-in-law, and then they had a thing.
But you made the song Lightbringer first, and then
Yeah.
He
Then
developed.
it just kept on developing because it was just this character who had a superpower that he releases this electromagnetic pulse and it kills all electricity, and that way the free people can rise because all the technology just dies and they can finally overpower the tech, you know. So this Lightbringer is the one who charges at the front. So we started developing a whole series of music where he was a kid, he was being discovered, then he was in his 20s, and then he's in his 40s, and we just made this whole EP around.
It's like a form of like Terminator.
Yeah,
Like
but
this
Matrix and the Terminator together.
yeah,
Combined.
yes, combined.
I love the fact that the Lightbringer just kills electricity. I feel like in Sri Lanka, you were talking about electricity at some point.
Yeah.
We're like, why is he killing the electricity? For a good reason.
Sounds
That's
like
why
the
we
Down
don't have electricity.
That's where the power is out.
We don't want the artificial intelligence to take over.
This
Why,
basic-
like, there are people with light.
Actually, when we were recording, the power cut throughout. No?
The Lightbringer's back.
Actually, when we were recording, the revolution was upon us. Like there were things burning outside, and we're in a studio, and we're getting messages, and everybody's asking if we're safe. And we were like, "Is this a dystopian future fictional EP that we're recording, or is this like happening right now?" You know.
Yeah.
So it was a weird recording experience because it almost felt real, even though we were trying to tap to this fictional world. It was happening outside, you know.
Okay, awesome. So the next song is Lightbringer.
Can you breathe? Is it easy? I find it hard to. Born breathing up a smoke, I am always burning. Black smoke is rising. These but the others before me were searching for you. We don't let you down. To our realms you came. Through you we are saved. You are light bringer. We won't let you down. To our realms you came. Through you we are saved. You are light bringer. We won't let you down. To our realms you came. Through you we are saved. You are light bringer. We won't let you down. To our realms you came. Through you we are saved. You are light bringer.
So I have a few things. I went to check out your album on repeat, and I went to the band description. Now, I love a good band bio. Your band bio literally starts with tired, worn out, emotionally spent, sometimes a little cranky, but overall a little sad it's over, but also glad it's over. What are you talking about? This is like literally the opening. Not even like we're a 5-piece like reggae dub rock band from Sri Lanka. It starts with this. What was going on?
I think that's the genius of Uvindu right there.
Are you okay? What was happening when you wrote this?
I thought of how I felt after.
And why did that become the band bio? You could write this in your diary also, Uncle.
He doesn't have a diary.
I mean, it's trying to be honest as possible.
Oh, be like, dear diary. Be like, no. You know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to write for. The band bio for the soul.
But it resonated so well between all of us. We're like, this is it.
Yeah.
Really? You approved it?
Of course. Like, we're like, we all great.
Yeah.
I uploaded it.
I love it. But I just, it had one of those moments where I read it and I'm like, something's happening to the band. I don't understand. Because then the rest of it is fine. But yeah, it was just this. But I kind of wanted to know, and this is where you talked about this already, which was that this idea that, and I think this is there for a lot of independent music scenes in the South Asia region, which is, it's the epitome of the struggling artist. Do you feel like it's still difficult to keep the band alive?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Why?
Mostly yes. A little bit no.
Yeah.
In what way?
See, there's not much in it. Like, because we are in a... firstly, our market in Sri Lanka is small. We are playing English original music to a country that listens to, like, Sri Lankan music, and we're not like Sinhalese music,
not
and
even Tamil.
yeah, it's mostly Sinhalese, and there's like a different kind of beat band kind of scene. That's what we call it. We're not anywhere close to that demographic, and in terms of the English speaking audience, also we are a subset from that audience, because we're not like the band that's talking about in the club or like having a good time or like, you know.
I love that left him.
We are like more like what's going on with our lives and what's happening in the country, what's happening with people. So
A bit dark, too dark for the people to constantly keep listening to.
So we have a bunch of very faithful nutters just like us, our fans and friends who come to the gig, and we love them with all our heart, but they're as broke as us. So we're in this like broke cycle, but we always joke that if we ever made money that our music would suck. So, you know, like what are we going to sing about? Like, thanks for picking us up in the limo and taking us to the gig. You know, it was like, you know, that's a terrible song.
Are you saying that artists only make good music if they're struggling?
Well, have
Yes.
you? Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That's the truth. Yeah, you have to struggle. I mean, there have been a few.
I don't
some
completely agree with
research-
it, but yeah,
some
sure.
Yeah, I
research,
don't know.
there's been some research that has been done now. So
I
on
think-
these things.
There's good music that comes out of having so little money. Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
we don't mind having a little money.
Yeah, too much money. No.
See, even if we take the private jet, we won't sing about it. Like, you know, we act like we were in economic class and people are farting and things like that. But we're not going to be like, we took the G6 and in my Cadillac and with my bling and my diamond on my finger. We're not going to sing.
So what's the third song going to play for me today?
The third song is going to be Lucky Child.
I think that was like the song that pulled me in, and why I became like a really big fan on the soul. So, and Lucky Child also has like a really interesting sort of story and what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, at that point when we were making the song, Kasim had some riffs and he had sent me, and like a bunch of kids were getting hammered across the world. Like the Rohingya children were getting massacred. They were like, and there was bombs that were going off in Syria thanks to the American government at that time. And then there were kids dying in our own country, and that just became a source of pain and then later inspiration to think about these children and write. And it became a story about this child who has lost everything, lost the entire family, lost his home, and he's running to try and live. But then he meets an angel or somebody and who tells him to calm down, you're still lucky, you're still alive, appreciate this moment. And if you die, everyone is going to die in a kind of sad sense. But for now, you're alive, so make use of it and do what you need to do. And that became kind of, because it's happening more and more, everybody's so numb to everybody else's pain that if this continues, it's not good for our planet, We're like just stuck and we're lost in this media world and we are fed things to keep us distracted when literally right now so many children and people are suffering and nobody cares. And if you just look at the pictures online, they are butchered, like they're cut, their backs are split open, and it's just one of those songs, whenever we play it, it kind of brings us down to earth and makes us appreciate our lives and also understand that we should be helping out whenever we can,
This is one of the things that I feel is the most basic thing, right? And I think even with so much of like our conversations even now and the things that I feel are like the most basic thing that everyone should have is just like compassion for each other. And like, why is that the most difficult thing to give people? And yeah.
Run from the cold outside. My place called home destroyed. There's no place safe to rest and hide, but somehow I must try to survive. If failure is in sight, I wonder why I even fight. It's 'cause I love my precious life, yet the whole world is screaming, die, 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 die. A whole wealth of lessons have been learned. Don't you sleep while living. you will hurt us all. Locked to our screens we turned, when all that's real just burned. My God, I need another. Some love will only make me stronger. You see, I love my precious life, yet the whole world is screaming die. Don't worry too much, my child. It's not only you who will die by line. Many souls will face it. What she deals, we must take it. Don't waste your time. Understand.
So yay, Lucky Child. That's literally one of my favorites. Though I gotta say, Lightbringer is a close second right now. I'm really loving Lightbringer. That's a super awesome song. I wanted to kind of understand from you this new EP that you guys are putting out. Firstly, do you know when you're going to put it out?
We were trying to do it this year, but then thanks to the economic crisis and us making some really bad decisions,
A few breakdowns, emotional
You gotta
breakdowns
make
here
some
and there.
bad decisions to like
yeah, we are consistently making
What
bad
was-
decisions.
What was the bad decision?
Bad decisions to bad decisions. They're all together, in the same boat.
Yeah, no,
We
it's
feed
all-
off each other.
Just production stuff.
We're also really great at having emotional breakdowns at the worst possible time. So some of us might have had one or two, not naming names.
Yeah, I think Sarani already named it. He's like, yeah, well, he's the oldest. He gets permission. He's just like, I can do whatever I want. Nothing can touch me. If not this year, then hopefully next year, right? But I think this is a struggle, by the way. Most bands, I feel like the one question that stumps any artist is like, so when is it coming out? And then they just start crying. They're just like, I don't know.
Actually, we are pretty good at it. Like we are good at recording, we are not good at releasing.
Oh, that's like most bands again.
Okay. I mean, I thought we were a bit better, but I guess we
You're
are
like, I
not.
thought we were unique.
Yeah, maybe in Sri Lanka, because the only one.
Enough tears have to be shed before it's released, then only it means something.
I genuinely think most independent artists, especially people who are making original music, it's the big struggle. It's you want to put something out, you've worked on it so hard, and then you're like, oh my God, we have to figure out how we put it out, when we
No,
put
but
it
we
out.
don't do that. We just drop it. Like our second album was on April 1st during the COVID lockdown. We just
And
dropped
that was it.
Something.
So much so that like when I went to
people
Apple,
still don't know it's out.
But by the way, on repeat, despite it being a very sad album, there were some songs I really liked from it. I liked Control Your Soul, which is one of my, like that one was really good. Sticky Like Glue.
Yeah.
What was Ayo? I did like that song a lot, but it was very random.
Are you?
Ayo.
Oh, snap. That is actually a song about not our political leaders. It's not about them.
Absolutely not.
Yes, it's not. It's
course
about
not.
some other people who are not running the country, who are making it a shit show for everybody. So we wrote it about them, not our political leaders, not
That's
the
really
president,
good.
not the ex-president. They're great. We love them.
I mean, that's really great. How you can not write about stuff in your music.
We don't really
so
write political influenced music.
None at all.
No. Nothing
It's
like
actually about jet planes and diamonds.
Yep. Good save.
And limos.
I am hoping that one day I get to come to Sri Lanka. So, my question to you
Bring a lot
is,
of money.
You'll need it.
and like I'll just carry like a canister of petroleum, like just
Look,
come-
guys, no clothes. Just
Just-
put like rupees
yeah.
on it. Like,
stuck it in everywhere. But I hopefully one day when that does happen, I want to ask you. So, firstly, if I land, I'm probably going to land in Colombo. So, where would be the first place you'd take me? when I
Dave's
go?
house.
You actually
Nigambo.
land in Nigambo. It's like the airport is like 20 minutes from my place, and you land in Nigambo. Even though say it's Colombo, it's close to my house in Nigambo.
Yeah.
So we could go to our place. If you give enough notice, we could have some crabs, some prawns, some seafood for you, and then we'll ship you off to Colombo. Then you can stay at Uvi's place, eat
Thank
his
you.
mom's food, Uvi's and Sarani's place, and then we will send you to the south, Divankar's place. To
Are you
the
down
vil-
south? Where down south?
In Madura, it's inside.
Okay,
18
wow.
minutes from Madura. Yeah, Kamurupitiya.
That's so exciting. And I come to your house.
He's from a beautiful
It's a-
village,
oh,
by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
It's a village, yeah. You
Such a
can
beautiful village.
get there.
This is so exciting.
You know, before we met,
Basically, I've visited everyone except Qasim.
Yeah.
My house is a no-go zone.
Kazim's a bit weird, so you don't really want to go there too much.
Obviously, clearly, I'm doing some sort of like Sri Lanka tour when I land. The other thing was that all of you speak Sinhalese, right? So obviously, when I land, I want to be like cool, and I should know some easy phrases or stuff that can make me sound cool. So what should I know? Or what can I say in Sinhalese that makes me feel like I'm a local?
Palayang.
What is palaya?
Palyang means get out. But you wouldn't
Does
want
it?
to go away, leave me alone.
But yeah, how do I just say like hi or my name is Maed?
Ayubowan is like
Yeah,
But no one-
Namaskar.
yeah.
it's-
Namaskar is very similar. Or Vanakkam is similar to Ayubowan.
Kohamada. Kohamada is like how are you?
Kohomada.
Kohomada.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kohomada.
Kohomada.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. How do I say my name is May?
Mage nama me.
Mage nama May.
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a natural.
But May also means like
May.
this.
Yeah.
Mage
My name
nama
has
me.
the most sad,
So
boring
it'd be like, here is my name. And then it'd be like, okay. Mage nama me.
Meme.
May is here.
Yeah. So it's like,
It's a
Take it
really
easy.
sad meaning for my name.
so if you say, yeah, that literally they would think like, why is she saying, here is my name? Here is my name.
Oh.
Yeah. You shouldn't probably speak when you're in Sri Lanka. Though.
At all.
Don't say your name. Just change it to something else.
Really?
Yeah.
To like what? Kazim. So what's the last song you guys are going to play for me today?
The next song we're going to play is called Grasshopper. In Sinhalese, we call it Tanakalupetto, which means grasshoppers. This song is basically a very happy song again. It's about being a broke musician.
Oh, we just talked about that.
Yeah. Trying to get married, but you can't. Trying to make babies, but you can't afford what comes with that. Not really having a car, not really having a house, second-hand equipment, holes in your clothes, that kind of stuff, you know? So it's not about us. Yeah,
No.
it's about another band we know.
Some other guys.
Yeah,
We know.
sad situation with those guys.
Really sad guys.
Good looking though, but sad scene when it comes to like, you know.
Can't wait to meet these grasshoppers. Well, maybe I can feature them on Made in India.
Yeah, you can, right?
Their music's good enough, but I mean, they're struggling. Gotta
Yeah,
be good
they're
then.
struggling.
Okay, so last song is Grasshopper.
Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Searching for the banger, why you got that blues? Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Put your life on hold while you play them tunes. Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Oh, your folks want you, now you're thinking too. Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Hey, they say they wanna dance, hit them with the groove. Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Say, you wanna be the groom? Show me your bride then. Hey there, boy, what you gonna do? Say, you wanna make kids? Can you afford them diapers? Hey there, girl, do you see us men? Are we to your standard? Mighty fine and brandless. There ain't no car, there ain't no houses. Time for a change, time for new answers. What am I supposed to do? 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 What am I? Patience,
listen, just one small thing. If you don't just like, share, subscribe. Okay, please. Thanks. Okay, thank you. Bye.